Hey guys, Nathan here, and this is What If Thor Was Raised by Frost Giants. Now this book was great. There will be spoilers in this review. And yeah, it was great, so buy it. If you don't want to see spoilers, don't watch this video until after you buy it and read it. And yeah, let's get this video started. Hey guys, so this book, What If Thor Was Raised by Frost Giants, was pretty great. It was pretty fun. It's not part of the Marvel 616 universe, so it's not like part of the main timeline stuff. So nothing really has like a big effect. It's not like universe changing or anything. It's just a what if story, you know. But it's a lot of fun. It's pretty cool. I like the cover a lot. I mean, I'm showing it off a lot. You know, Frost King Thor is pretty cool looking. This icebreaker hammer. It's written by Ethan Sachs. The cover artist is Marco Cicchetto. I think I'm pronouncing that right. The cover art's pretty cool. The cover artist is not the interior artist. The interior artist is Michelle Benoni. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I dig it. So basically, whenever Odin and Laufey of the Ice Giants were fighting, it's the whole thing takes place if Odin loses and Laufey wins. So instead of Odin winning and Asgard winning, and then they take Loki as his son, it's the opposite. Laufey wins and takes Thor as his son. So Thor ends up being the adopted son of Laufey, which is pretty cool. I mean, it makes sense how like the roles would be reversed if Laufey won. And yeah. So Loki and Thor still end up being brothers because Loki is still a son of Laufey. But it's kind of weird because Loki is still the son that's not seen as being the best to be fit for king. So Thor still ends up being king of the Frost Giants, which is pretty crazy. But you can see here, there's a lot of young Loki and young Thor here. It's them growing up, basically. That's what a lot of the story is about. And they're brothers and they're friends and they have like a bond, you know? And then there's this really cool big frost giant monster thing they fight. You've seen in the first Thor movie if you've ever watched that. I'm sure most of you have. But I mean, it's cool. Thor fights it as a kid and he takes it down all by himself. And he still has his lightning powers. Like he's still the god of thunder, even though he's being raised by frost giants. So on top of that, he has like some ice type powers too, because of his new hammer that he gets, called Icebreaker, which is Laufey's signature weapon. Laufey passes it down. We find out that Loki's mom is still alive. So Loki, or not Loki's mom. Well, I guess it does end up being Loki's mom, but Thor's mom ends up still being alive, and Loki gives her food and stuff because, you know, he's mischievous and isn't supposed to give her food, but he does. And Loki is seen as a hero in the story. He's really not seen as like the Loki we see in the movies or like the villain. He's really not a villain in the story. He's the hero. Or not a hero, but he's not a bad guy, you know? Then Thor is told to kill someone who portrays Laufey, but you know, he's like, "Father, I've hunted with Grimir since I was a pup. Must I kill him?" And Laufey's like, "Yeah, you gotta kill him." So Thor goes out and kills someone that he's always been hunting with and raised with, which is crazy. And that's when Thor gets Icebreaker. So this is a much more like savage version of Thor, which is cool. He's kind of villainous, but not really, because he's just trying to be like a good king for the Frost Giants, which are pretty savage people. But he's not really like a villain. He's just trying to be the strong leader that Laufey's telling him to be, But he's still like heroic on the inside. Like deep on the inside, he's still the heroic Thor that we know and love. Like he's still, right now he's probably not worthy of Mjolnir, but like this version of Thor probably could end up being worthy with some, adjustment. Like it's really cool because here we see him winding up Icebreaker just like he would Mjolnir, except it's made of ice, so it has like some ice powers, and you can see the lightning around it still. So that's pretty dope. He finds out Loki and Thor's mom end up trying to leave to Midgard, and Thor and Laufey find out, and because Loki and Thor's mom were prisoners, and they escaped to go to Midgard, which is Earth. And Loki just wanted a life away from everybody. He just wanted to live on Earth and be happy. And Thor didn't know his mom was still alive, and Loki did. So Thor accidentally kills his own mom, which is pretty sad. And he gets mad at Loki because Loki knew the whole time, and Loki didn't tell him. So there's like a quick, fight and everything. There's him accidentally killing his own mom, which is pretty depressing. But he wasn't raised by his mother, so I guess it's not as bad as like it would be if you were raised by your mother and then your mother died. But it's still pretty bad. Like, you still know that's your mother. And then they like do like a quick fight. There's a quick battle between Loki and Thor obviously is like winning. He's like Frost Giant King Thor. And he's about to kill Loki, and Loki says, "Why could you all not just let me go? I just went my own path." And it's true. Like the whole book, he was stuck doing Frost Giant things and Frost Giant Dungeon, and he wasn't able to do anything that he wanted to do with his life. He was just stuck, So Thor tells him that his purpose is to be king of the Frost Giants, and that Loki needs to go find his own purpose. And so he lets Loki leave for Midgard. Laufey ends up being killed by Loki, I think. I think Loki kills Laufey, the Frost Giant. I'm pretty sure. Or it might have been Thor's mom. No, Loki kills Laufey. And then at the end we see Loki got his own family on Midgard. And this is like before modern day, because it's like a younger version of our characters. So he has a family back in like, the Viking days. And it's in the snow, and it says "The End?" ? So I think they can make the second issue if they really wanted to. What if Thor was raised by Frost Giants too? I think it'd still be pretty good. I would like to see like it'd be really cool if we could see this version of Thor in the main Marvel universe, and see him as like a little villain for Thor or something, or like, just a little storyline. That'd be cool if somehow both universes collided for a little bit, and I don't know. I think it'd be cool if we saw our version of Thor fight this version of Thor. It'd be a pretty cool story. I'm a big fan, and yeah, that's the story review. Yeah, I just wanted to show off this really cool cover. I thought it was pretty cool. Some good art there. Once again, the cover is by Marco Tochetto. I didn't even know there was a variant cover. There's a variant. Well, I didn't see that. And then I just wanted to show this. I like this here. It's Thor's kind of sad at what's happened. He just killed his mother, and he let his brother leave for Earth or Midgard. And yeah, it's just kind of deep. I think it's pretty cool. The lightning all coming down, even though he's king of the frost giants, he's still the god of lightning. He's right next to his dead adoptive father Loki, and yeah, it's just kind of sad. And then there's like a broken Asgard behind him. Yeah, that was the little art review. Some good things going by the art there. The things I like the most. Actually, I think there's one more thing I liked a lot. I like that a lot. Because he has like his blue skin. Because he's like been raised by frost giants, so his skin color is kind of changed and stuff. And he's building Icebreaker instead of Mjolnir. He's spinning it around. There's still lightning, so it's like a lightning ice hammer. It's pretty cool. I dig it. I like how his eyes are lighting up and stuff. So yeah, that's the art review. And the interior art is done by Michelle Bandini and Matt Milla. I think that's what it says. Matt Milla. Yeah, pretty good.